Good evening and welcome to York High School, William Penn High School actually, but it's known as York High here in the center of York, Pennsylvania, where we're about to have the third place consolation game in the District 3 Basketball Championship. I'm Gary Sutton and I'll be your announcer, commentator, and color commentator here tonight on all the action that's happening. An interesting situation tonight. If you're looking at the stands, you're saying, well, there's not that many people. Special game, and one of the reasons that we are streaming this tonight, there was an incident on Monday night, and District 3 and the PIAA and York High decided that they would have this game. There will be 30 ticket holders from each team, and that's what you're seeing here tonight, plus officials. But both these teams not involved in that incident the other night, both trying to get third place here in the district. Both are headed on to states, and both are 22-4 as we start this game. York High controls the basketball off the tip. York High coached by Clovis Gallen. On the other side, Kyle McGill, the coach for the Northern York Polar Bears. York High, the Bearcats, they're in white, blue, and red. Inside it goes to McLean, and McLean hooks up for an early bucket here, 2-0 York High. Marquise McLean, a 6'3" forward. Good look from the outside for Northern, and buried downtown as Cameron Kearns with a three. The Polar Bears on top by one. Polar Bears in a 2-3 zone right now as York High attacking with kind of a 1-3-1 look. Good look outside and answered on the other end by Clovis Gallen, his 60th three of the year. Clovis Gallen with a 3, 5-3 York High. You're going to get a foul for the backside against the Bearcats. Foul will be marked up. And quickly and slowly, or the inbounds here, as McLean steals it. Baseline it goes. Up, no good. And then taken back by York High, and quickly to the basket they go, and quickly in as well as Devon Cortez with a score. Taken away again by York High. So 2 turnovers here in the early going for the Polar Bears. York High, the champions of the York Area League on the other side. The Polar Bears, the champions of the Colonial Division of the Mid-Penn League. As we said, both teams 22-4 coming in here tonight. Both teams have already qualified for states. Inside it goes, and the bucket's going to count. Off the hands of Devon Cortez. And a great pass from Marquise McLean. So at the line to try to finish off the play is Cortez. Make that rather Matunga, and Matunga is going to miss the chance here. He's got 4 points in the game. Quickly the Polar Bears back at the other end, down by 6. Going hard, the basket will not go. Taken by York High, and the Bearcats on the run. McLean, hard move, banked off. Player control foul called on McLean. Bucket will not count. McLean with a little extra body as he went up strong there, banked it home, but it gets wiped off the board. So the foul, McLean, 1 on him, 1 so far on Matunga. Baseline it goes, no one home. Loose ball picked up by York High. Quickly to the basket, up and in. Edward Minter with the steal and the score at York High right now on a run. 9-point run by the Bearcats here to open up the first quarter. Good look outside. Nice stroke. And Nate McGill with his 37th three of the year. Getting his team back in the ballgame here, 11-6, 5:21 to go in the first quarter. Little pick and roll play looking like for York High. McLean swings it near side. McLean has it taken away for a moment on the baseline, swings it back across far side. Gallen. Gallen with a good look outside. Gallen rattles another one down. Clovis Gallen with 2 threes, 6 points. York High back up by 8. Jump shot on the other side, trying to bank. Nope, not going to go. Ryan McGill trying to get a hard move to the basket. Will not go. York High with the rebound. Gallen with the ball. And a foul is going to be called out front on Northern. The foul on Northern marked up against Jordan DeHeisey, his first. Team second. York High will have it underneath their own basket. Get it to Gallen near corner. Gallen strong move, and Gallen up and in. No answer for him thus far, as Gallen with 8 points in the game. York High by 10. Baseline it goes. Again, not going to go. Taken by Gallen. He's on the run. Gallen again. First miss for the 3 tonight. Taken back by the Polar Bears. As the foul will be marked up against Cameron Gallen, the younger brother of Clovis Gallen, and both the sons of Clovis Gallen Sr., who is the head coach. Kind of unusual. Kyle McGill, the head coach on the other side for the Northern Polar Bears, Ryan McGill, and Nate McGill, his sons. And again, both of the senior sophomore varieties, so a lot of similarities there on both sides. There you see Clovis Gallen Sr. along the sideline. Ball inbounded by Nate McGill. McGill, baseline, will not go. Pulled down by McLean. 16-6, 3:51 to go here in the first quarter. McLean up, in. York High having its way right now as McLean gets a deuce. He's now got 4 in the game. 3:36 to go here in the first quarter. Nice looking jump shot. Good hustle after the ball there, but the ball goes out of bounds off the Polar Bears. And checking in for York High will be Davon Cortez. So Matunga comes out. Cortez in. And now Polar Bears are bringing a little bit of heat. Looks like a 1-3-1 three-quarter court here. And you're going to get another player control foul on the other end. That will go against Clovis Gallen. Check that, Cameron Gallen. That will be his second. 14 fouls now on York High, so Cameron Gallen with his second foul. And Northern gets it back. Down 18-6. 3:12 to go here in the first quarter. 3:12. Side it goes. Nice strong move to the basket underneath. And Ryan McGill gets the score. The senior, who averages 14.9 points a game, call it 15, gets his first deuce of the night. McLean with it. York High will reset here. Gallen with the basketball. And going to get a call travel against the Bearcats. That'll be their first turnover of the game so far. Clovis Gallen Sr. wants a timeout. 18-8. The Bearcats lead it here. 2:25 to go here in the first quarter. You're watching this all on Invicta Productions this afternoon and tonight. And so the timeout called there by York High. That'll be their first of the game. Clovis Gallen trying to kind of regroup here a little bit to make sure everybody knows that they're on the same page. On the other side, Polar Bears trying to figure out a way to get some outside points to go with a couple of the inside stickbacks. There you see Kyle McGill head coach of the Northern Polar Bears. Great season for them. 22-4 up in the Dillsburg area. Had some really tough losses this year. One of them to Trinity, 58-56. Trinity ended up being the champions of the Mid-Penn League this year. Outstanding team up there, Larry Kostelak. So Northern Polar Bears, a tough team to contend with up in the northern part of York County this year and in the Harrisburg area. Foul will be called along the baseline. Looks like it's going to be against Cortez. Davon Cortez called for the foul. Long look outside, not going to go, and now a battle underneath, and the push will be called against the Polar Bears. York High will always try to get great position on the offensive glass, and they live there year in and year out. Foul marked up on Nate McGill, his first. Team third here of the first quarter. And good pressure that time gets York High to commit a turnover. Northern back with a basketball. Another look. Offensive rebound, though, for Northern. And a good stick back there. Michael Ginder. And a hard move to the basket. And forgive me, I said Ginder, Barrett, Christopher Barrett with the two. And Barrett will also pick up the foul on the other end. At the line, Clovis Gallen Jr. First shot up and good. Clovis Gallen Jr. for the season, an 82% free throw shooter, is into the game now. Will come Michael Ginder. And Barrett will check out. So Gallen hits the first. He has 9 points in the first quarter. He averages 18.7 a game, does miss the second. 19-10, 138 to go in the first quarter. York High leads it over Northern. This is a third place consolation game, both lost in the semis. Good defense by York High, and then the slide through. Nice move by Nick Kazane. And we'll head the other direction, though. Turnover by Northern. Again, Northern with that 1-3-1 three-quarter court trap here. York High just taking their time passing it, coming up the floor. And then you're going to get a turnaround the other way and a walk by York High. So both teams now with 3 turnovers here in quarter number 1. As you see Kyle McGill out there shouting his charges about the way they're playing that 1-3-1. Say they're playing it pretty well so far. They've gotten 2 turnovers on the last 3 possessions. Back come the Polar Bears. Northern York always known for their great baseball teams. State championships. Good ball fake there. Hard drive by Eddie Enzer. And then the shuffle again on the other side by Ryan McGill. So a turnover fest here, at least for the moment. 55.9 seconds to go in the first quarter, 19-10. York High leads it over Northern. Pull up off McLean's pass, not going to go. Rebounded by York High. Tough move. Polar Bears will get it back. 39 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. Polar Bears trying to get a little momentum going. A good hard drive to hoop will not go. Yanked down by the Bearcats. Head it comes to McLean. McLean up, not going to go. Both rims have gone cold here. York High gets it back. Nice dump off into Gallen. Gallen with 2. He's got 11 points. 21-10, 15 seconds to go here in the quarter. Northern trying to get it up quickly, get a shot off. McGill running out of time. Long look, downtown, buried. So 21-13 as Nate McGill with his second 3 of the game. And York High leads at 21-13 here at the end of 1. Nate McGill with a big 3 there that gave the Polar Bears some momentum going here to the end of the first quarter. As you said, both these teams 22-4 for the season. Outstanding years. And both will now be heading to the state playoffs as well, which is the next tournament up, obviously. If you finish third in District 3, you will play the third-place team from District 7. If you finish fourth in District 3, you will play either the second-place team from District 4 or the second-place team from District 11. So that's where everything figures out right now. York High in the first quarter, Clovis Gowan led the way with 11 points. Edward Minter had 2. Brandon Matunga had 4. And Marquise McClain with 4 in the first quarter. On the other side, for the Polar Bears, Cameron Kearns with 3. Ryan McGill with 2. Nate McGill with 6. And Christopher Barrett with 2. 21-13 as we start quarter number 2. Your officials for tonight, by the way, Mike Paulson, Troy Lister, and Justin Work. So Dan Leithoff will inbound it here, and the ball is taken by Cameron Kurtz. A baseline screen. Pull up along the foul line. Nice shot. Set piece that time. As Leithoff with a score. He's got 5 in the game. York High getting it down very quickly, going hard to the glass. So at the line will be Edward Minter, a 60% free throw shooter. Foul, number 5 of the game now against the Polar Bears. Shot up and good. Edward Minter with his 3rd point of the night. Foul marked up on Jordan Heisey. That's his 2nd of the game. And the second shot by Minter also good. So Minter cashes in with 4 here. 7:36 to go, 23-15. The Bearcats lead it. Turnaround shot, baseline, not going to go. Yanked down very quickly. Brandon Matunga back in there. Long push, will not go. Davon Cortez with that shot. And here comes Northern back on the other end. The ball's going to be tipped out of bounds by York High. Davon Cortez hustling on that play, but off him. Northern will keep it. Clovis Gowan in his 2nd year has done a great job here with the Bearcats. Jump shot, baseline. Taken down by Clovis Gowan Jr. Baseline it goes again. Good job of penetrating and to the baseline, and Minter again wide open. And turnover number 5 now for Northern. So York High pushes back that momentum that Northern had just for a moment, and they'll have the basketball. 6:56 to go here until the half. Oh, it's wide open in the middle, and again, a good pass this time from Minter to Gallen. Gallen now with 13 points in the game. York High stretched it back to 12 points. Northern having a tough time breaking the press. Finally, they get it underneath. Back outside it goes. Quick 3, not going to go off Barrett's hands. Here comes Minter. Back out it comes. Hard drive to the basket. Oh, what a quick foul on the baseline. First shot is up and good. I believe he's wearing a different number, and I believe that's Randy Baker. So Baker misses the first. Second one up, good. So Northern gets it into their forecourt. Dan Lighthoff with it. And stolen away again by York High. 6th turnover of the game here. Up, not going to go. Pulled back down by McGill. And right away, York High right back on the defensive end with Matunga guarding McGill. Put a lot of pressure on him. And then thrown away again. Northern not reacting well so far to the York High pressure. York High will get Marquez Hill in there now. And hard to the basket, not going to go. Taken back by York High, thrown back up. Finally pulled down by the Northern Polar Bears. Back into their forecourt it comes. Nick Kazane has it. Back to McGill. Lighthoff. And rebound Baker. Hill pulls it up, gets it back in the hands of McLean. McLean likes to bull his way down in there, and they're going to call for a walk on this one. So the 4th turnover now against the Bearcats. They lead by 13, 4:52 to go here in the first half. And a timeout for Northern. So Northern with their first timeout of the game. Both teams with one here so far in the first half. 4:52 to go, 28-15. Of course, championships being played and already decided. In some cases, with the Trinity girls, for example, winning last night. Several of them at the Giant Center, several of them at the Santander Center this year. And, of course, 6 classes now, a lot more basketball games. See Kyle McGill pleading right now with his team. Bearcats' pressure so far has yielded up 7 turnovers against the Polar Bears, but Polar Bears still within striking distance here at 13 points, 28-15, as they'll have the basketball and 4:52 to go to half. Let's see if they can do something with it here. Again, 3 not going to go off the hands of McGill. Back to the other end it comes for York High. Pull up. Off the back of the iron. Rebound, though. McLean again. McLean back up. McLean uses the glass with the best of them. And McLean now with 6 points in the game. 15-point lead, now the largest of the evening. York High's doubled up Northern here thus far. Nate McGill trying to find somewhere to go, and then the foul's going to be called on Cortez. It'll be his second. Team 6th. I think that team 6th against the Bearcats, so 6 team fouls both ways. Dan Lighthoff will get the throw in underneath. This is the 5A playoffs. Gill gets it back out to his brother off the front of the iron. Battle for the rebound. Barrett. Check that rather. Ginder hustling with that, and Ginder throws it off York High and gets the ball back underneath. Checking into the game now is Eddie Enzer for Northern. Enzer, a 6'1" junior. York High straight man-to-man so far. Good turnaround shot. Not going to go off the hands of Ginder. Here's Gallen. To Hill. That 3 is not going to go, and then Hill's going to bang in, and Hill, good sportsmanship there, helping Ginder up off the floor. For Hill, that'll be his first foul, and we should be walking it back to the other end for a 1-and-1. So the Polar Bears will see Michael Ginder head to the line, and Ginder on the season a 79% free throw shooter. So if you're the Polar Bears, you're happy about getting his hands on the line. 3:48 to go here in the first half. York High leads it 30-15. Ginder, first one up, off the front of the iron. Rebound, McGill. McGill buries it. McGill with a sweet stroke. Nate McGill now with 8 points in the game. Gallant, not going to go. Pulled down by McGill. Out it comes. Little pull-up jumper. Nice hustle by the Polar Bears. Ginder to keep that one alive. (30-17), 3:20 to go here in the first half. Downtown it goes, and another good look. This one from Eddie Edzer, who buries the three. For Edzer, that's his 18th three of the season. And they've cut the lead down to 10. So they're trying to get a little something going right now. Baker with the basketball. Looking inside for McLean. McLean has it, and McLean up. It just finds a way to get up and under. McLean, one of those workman kind of guys, and he'll get in there. And I think he got called for a check this. So the bucket counted. And then apparently there was contact afterward. So McLean is going to pick up his second foul. Apparently after he scored, coming out of there, he bounced into someone. So York High picking up full court now. Toby Stokes in there now for the Bearcats. Cameron Gallen and Marquise. Check that. McLean is going to pick up yet another foul on the reach-in. Actually, they'll call that a Clovis Gallen, his first. So Ginder up good this time. Michael Ginder will get another look. She said a 79% free throw shooter on the season, outstanding player. Averages 9.6 points a game. Ginder's second shot, this one off the back of the iron. Pulled down by Gallen. Gallen looks like he has a one-on-one move here. And Gallen finds a way to get it home, so Gallen continues to score. 15 points here in the first half. He averages 19 a game. McGill. Check that, actually, Eddie Edzer again with the three. So Eddie Edzer with 2 threes now, 6 points in the first half. A lot of contact. Northern takes it away. 5th turnover for the Bearcats. McGill underneath. He puts it home. All of a sudden, you've got a little run here coming from Ryan McGill. 4 points in the game. They've closed it to 8, have the Polar Bears. 2:04 to go to half. And McLean will draw the block and quickly down to help up his competitor. Ginder will get called for the foul. And for Michael Ginder, be foul number 1. At the line, McLean, 56% free throw shooter on the season, and misses his first here. McLean with 8 points here in the first half. Check that, Ginder now has 2 fouls, so he'll go to the bench here for Coach Kyle McGill. Second shot by McLean, good. McLean now with 9 points in the first half. Between he and Gallen, 24 out of the 35 Bearcat points. Oh, what a block. Toby Stokes with a good block there by the Bearcats. Quickly the other end. There's McLean up strong again, and McLean owns that backboard. He's got 11. And York High now really putting the heat on full court. 11-point lead, 1:41 to go here in the first half. Baker back in for the Bearcats. Checking out will be Toby Stokes. Ryan McGill will inbound the basketball. Kazade has it. Pulls up, looked like he had a shot. Thought better of it. Another shot down the later. Sweet move that time by Nate McGill. He's got 10 points. So a 9-point lead, 1:20 to go to the half here by the York High Bearcats over Northern. You're watching the third place consolation game here on Invicta. Baker, hard move to the basket, will get fouled. And he will head to the line. Look at 2 shots. Foul against McGill. That's Nate McGill, his second. So Baker, only a 38% free throw shooter at the line, but knocks this one. No, comes in and out. He's 1 out of 3 so far tonight. Second shot up, and good. 2 of 4 so far tonight for Baker. His 2 points in the game. Back up to a 10-point lead for the Bearcats. 1:09 to go here until the half. McGill rams in and out. Rebound yanked down by McLean. Baker looking to make a move. Does. But then has it blocked away. Nice job by Nate McGill blocking away. Then the turnaround, throwaway, 8th turnover of the half now for the Polar Bears. Couldn't take advantage of the steal. York High may well go for the last shot. They're clearing it out, it looks like, for Gallen. And Gallen will keep it in the middle of the floor eventually here. I think you'll probably see him get the last shot. McLean, York High spreading it out a bit, down to 21 seconds. York High with a 10-point lead, trying to take momentum into the locker room. 12 seconds. Now's about the time you want to start in. Here goes Clovis Gallant. Throw it to far corner to Minter. Minter, player control foul. Edward Minter with his first foul of the half. 3.4 seconds to go. And the Polar Bears with the basketball. Inbounds the Cubs. And a shot at the end. Count it! What a shot to end the half by Dan Leithoff. And Northern takes momentum into the locker room with him here at a half, even though they're down 7. 38-31. We're going to take a break. We'll be back to start the third quarter right after this break at halftime. Welcome back to York High School, William Penn High School as they call it, but York High as they call it here in York County, where York leads 38-31 over Northern York here at the half in this District 3 basketball tournament third place consolation game. Both these teams headed to states. Your halftime stats for Northern: Cameron Kurz with 3 points, Dan Leithoff with 5, Eddie Enzer with 6, Ryan McGill with 6 points, Michael Ginder with 1. Nate McGill leads all Northern scorers so far with 10, and Christopher Rivera checks in with 2. They were 1 out of 3 for the free throw line, 8 turnovers in the first half. On the other side for the Bearcats, and I want to make one correction, by the way. We had a number that was not listed. I was saying Randy Baker. Actually, it's going to be Javon Woodyard. Javon Woodyard is number 10, and I want to make that correction. Forgive me, but we did not have that up here, so I wanted to make sure we got that right. He has 2 points in the first half. Leading all scorers of the game, Clovis Gallen Jr. with 15 points, Edward Minter with 6, Brandon Matunga with 4, Marquise McLean with 11, and York High was 6 out of 11 for the free throw line, got to the front of the rim a lot more and had 5 turnovers in the first half, and those are your halftime stats. 38-31 as we get ready to start the third quarter. Big-time shot by Leithoff to end the half, and momentum went into the locker room with the Northern Polar Bears. Let's see if they can continue that. That 1-3-1 zone they've been playing has been getting some results. York High has not been getting the shots they were getting earlier. On the other side, the Bearcats look like they're picking up the pressure at the end of the half, and we'll see if they continue that as well. I'm Gary Sutton, glad to be bringing you this streaming on the part of Invicta tonight. Again, an incident on Monday. Only 30 fans from each side allowed in this game, their parents for the most part. And, again, both teams had nothing to do with the incident the other night. Both teams continue to play on well, and we've seen a lot of sportsmanship already this game, the kind of thing you'd expect from two outstanding teams playing in these championships. Both teams lost in the semifinals. York High lost in a very close game by 3 to Muhlenberg. On the other side, the Polar Bears were taken down by number 1 seed Lower Dauphin. Of course, Lower Dauphin will play for the championship against Muhlenberg. So we're getting ready to start the second half here. 38-31, the Bearcats lead it. So a little something going on down there. I don't know if the clock is frozen for a moment or what. It's the quietest you ever hear a gym. And everybody looking up at the score clock, so there must be a problem with that. Now they've got that apparently fixed, and we are back underway. York High with the basketball. Tried to regain the momentum. They lost. Back in that zone is Northern. But they're playing kind of a 3-2 kind of matchup zone. In it goes, baseline it comes. McLean waits, McLean draws a foul, and will it score? It counts. McLean with a great head and shoulders fake. He's got 13. He'll go to the line to complete the three-point play the hard way. But good penetration, dish to the baseline, and McLean gets the bucket. 40-31, the Bearcats lead. We said Marquise McLean, a 56% free throw shooter. He's 1 out of 2 there so far tonight. Looking for point number 14 here on this one and rattles it down. So York High gets the first points here in the second half. They lead it by 10 again, 41-31. Polar Bears back on the pedal. What an outstanding season they've had. 22-4 this year. Bearcats on the other side were ranked number 1 in the state for early part of the season in 5A. McLean with a steal. McLean dishes it off to Minter, and Minter in for 2. Give McLean 2 in your heart, though, for the dish off. 8 points now for Minter. Back on the end is McGill, and the foul is going to be on McLean. And if it is, that's going to be foul number 3, I believe. Let's wait and see. So the foul's number 2, rather, of McLean. So 2 fouls. First team foul of the second half. 1 either way. Great dump-off pass underneath. Beautiful play that time coming from Eddie Enzer. Off to McGill. McGill now with 12 points. We might have gotten away with a walk there. And then a foul called, and that will be marked up, it looks like, on Ginder again. And for Ginder, that'll be his third foul. Well, I'll give it to Eddie Enzer instead. So Ginder ducks the third, and Eddie Enzer is going to get the foul, his first. Underneath it goes, up and in very nicely by Davon Cortez. And Cortez with his first deuce of the game. Inside it goes, blocked away by Gallen. McLean loses control, but it's going to get pushed from behind. Looks like Ryan McGill might get called for the foul. So Ryan McGill picks up his first foul of the evening. 6:07 to go here in the third quarter. 45-33. Bearcats lead it. They've got the basketball. Gallen to Gallen. York High really using that high post well. Then the long look from Minter will not go. Goes out of bounds, and Northern gets the basketball back. York High bringing full court man-to-man pressure now. They are quick. York High's losses this season came to Harrisburg High. Also to Oxford and Dallastown, and then, of course, the other night to Muhlenberg. Nate McGill. Nate McGill, hard move to the basket, up and under. Good try by McGill, and then Minter, who seems to be everywhere, gets it down all the way to the other end, and up it goes to McLean, who gets in for two more. McLean now with 16 points. Tipped on the other end. Back it comes. Not going to go off the hands of Minter. McGill comes out of it. Has the basketball. McGill, just that sweet stroke again. McGill now with 15 points on the night. Looks like they had a wet spot over there on the side, so York High retained possession. McLean has just been a one-man wrecking crew, passing and scoring. This time by way of the pass. And he finds Matunga underneath. Matunga now with 6 points on the night. There's McGill. Boy, what a sweet stroke he has. McGill now, and I want to correct it here, 13 points for McGill, and then 11 for Eddie Enzer on the other side. Underneath it goes, and York High just going to the basket time and time again. This time finding Matunga again for 8 points. So up by 12, 4:06 to go. We're up here in the second deck, and Enzer and McGill look like two twins down there. We're at 20 and 32. Oh, and underneath it goes and rattles out. And this time it is McGill. You can see McGill and Enzer standing next to each other. They're both left-handers and both great shooters. So at the line is Nate McGill. First time there tonight. He is a 71% free throw shooter. That'll be the third foul of McLean. Shot is up and good. McGill with 14 points in the game. 3:51 to go here in the third quarter. Second shot is up, and that one rattles out. Gallen. Gallen's been very quiet here in the third quarter. They've been using McLean inside. Here goes Gallen now with McLean out of there. Change of hands going through. And Gallen now with 18 points in the game. Long three. Take it away. 10th turnover of the game now. Here's Minter. Minter seems to be everywhere. And Edward Minter in for his 10th point of the game. Then a quick turnaround. Turnover, rather. Outside it goes. And it goes over the top of the backboard from Cameron Gallen. Cameron Gallen, a junior. His brother Clovis, a senior. And there you see Cameron Gallen. So York High keeping the man-to-man heat on here, full court. McGill controls it. Far corner. And rattled down again by Enzer. Eddie Enzer now with 13 points in the game. Make that 14 off that three. 14 points for Eddie Enzer. York High still controlling by 14 points, 2:37 to go here in the third quarter. Right back door. And then rattles in and out off the hands of Barrett. Gallen dishes underneath to Cameron Gallen. Thrown back out and a turnover for York High. It's only their 6th turnover of the game. Devon Cortez back in for the Bearcats. So the Polar Bears with the basketball, 2:24 to go, trying to carve into a 14-point lead right now for York High. Ryan McGill, hard move to the basket, strong move up, will not go. Had what he wanted, just couldn't quite get the right angle. Gallen gets it back out to Woodyard. Over to Devon Cortez, quarter shot. Pulled down by the Polar Bears. Stole it back. Then a hard move to the basket by Cortez, and he will be fouled on the play. The foul is on Nick Kozade, his first. Team 4th of the quarter. Devon Cortez at the line, 64% shooter, first time there tonight. Team shoots 63%. Cortez, his 3rd point in the book now. So he'll get a second. So Devon Cortez is up and good with both of them. He has 4 points in the game, and they stretch the lead to 16 to the Bearcats. 1:50 to go in the third quarter. York High's ability to get inside tonight and score has really been the difference in this basketball game. Kick back out, and another free look by Nate McGill. Not going to go this time. One of the few that he's missed all night. Underneath it goes. What a pass from Gallen. And one of the few times Minter has not been able to get it tonight. So the 7th turnover now on the Bearcats. 1:25 to go in the third quarter. Good head and shoulders fake. Again, can't quite get it to go. Can Barrett. And quickly York High has it back out to Woodyard. Woodyard pulls it up. Cortez. Back to Gallen. Now Woodyard controlling the basketball. 1:03 to go here in the third quarter. Woodyard. What a pass over the shoulder. Wow. And Woodyard, over the shoulder, finds his man Matunga, who's now got 10 points in the game. Make that 12 now for Matunga. What a pass from Minter on that one. A no-look over the shoulder, and Matunga in now for 12 points on the night. 18-point lead, the largest of the evening now for the York High Bearcats, with 56.6 seconds to go here in the third quarter. I'm Gary Sutton, glad to be with you here tonight as you're watching a third-place consolation District 3 basketball game. Again, to the team that wins, they will play the number 3 team out of District 7, which is out in the Pittsburgh area. For the fourth-place team, who would be the team that loses tonight, they would play the second-place team out of District 4, which is up kind of toward the Tioga County area, or the second-place team out of District 11, which is in the Allentown area. So that's what's on the line here in this game. There are going to be 9 teams going from District 3 in this classification. Stolen away. In it goes. Great steal by Cortez. Cortez now with 6 points. Turnover number 13 against Northern. And York High cashing them in regularly here. McGill has it swatted away. Matunga. And on the other side, also swatted away, but York High will keep control. So York High will have it underneath. Woodyard will trigger the inbounds play. 34.3 seconds to go in the quarter. Trying to find Gallen here, can't do it. Back out it comes to Matunga. And they'll reset. York High looks like they want to go for the last shot here. They spread the floor out. They pulled Northern obviously out of that zone. Play man-to-man. Looking for the pick and roll there with Matunga. Can't find it. Down to 13 seconds. Woodyard with it. Woodyard pulls it up. Down to 7 seconds. Running out of time. Cortez gets on through. Cortez with 8 points in the quarter. York High leads it by 22, 65-43 as we head to the fourth quarter. So unselfish basketball by York High, breaking that press, then consistently finding people open on the baseline or having quick drives off the steals. In the turnover department, Northern with 13 turnovers in the game. York High with 7. It's been the difference thus far. York High, of course, getting to the glass better and finalizing when they're there. Northern had a number of times that quarter where they were able to get to the glass but couldn't quite hook up. And a lot of that can be attributed to the fact that York High's quickness and their ability to block shots really could get in your head. So we get ready to head to the fourth quarter now as Northern, a long mountain to climb here, down by 22. And Clovis Gallen, senior, you see right there, the orange sweater, has got to be pleased with what he's seeing for his Bearcats tonight. Suffered no ill effects for the tough loss on Monday to Muhlenberg. So here's Northern to start the quarter. See if they can get something going. Ginder, nice move by Ginder to get into the lane and score. Michael Ginder with his first field goal of the night. He's got 3 points. Cortez back at the other end, a little pick and roll, not going to be there with McLean. McLean carrying 3 fouls as Woodyard has it. York High's not going to be in a big hurry here to score. They got a 22-point lead. Here's Cameron Gallen, not going to go. Pulled out of there by Dan Lightoff, and Dan Lightoff hard to the basket, and Lightoff very quickly gets in for 2. 7 points now for Lightoff on the evening. So the lead has been cut down to 18 now. Was 22 to start the quarter, and 4 straight points right here by Northern. Cortez misses the layup, gets his rebound back, puts it up again, and Cortez, off his own missed shot, will score. Tavon Cortez has now got 8 points in the game. And going to work here is Ginter. And Ginder will get another bucket. So they're going inside right now often to Michael Ginder, the 6'3" senior, and he answers the bell. Ginder with 5 points now, looking for number 6 here. Ginder on the season, a 79% free throw shooter. 1 of 3 there tonight so far and make that 1 of 4. York High still with an 18-point lead. Here's Gallen. Woodyard loses it. McLean. Underneath it goes. What a pass from McLean. But Cortez cannot get it. Cortez gets it back, though, and sticks it back. Cortez now with 10 points on the evening. Quickly, back on the other end. Ginder tries to go up with it. Can't get it. Pull up. Woodyard not going to go. Take it down underneath. Cameron Gallen scores inside. His first deuce of the night. Ginder loses it. And York High quickly on the other end. Woodyard's got it. Another no-look pass. Underneath it goes. And McLean with 2 more. What a pass. So Northern with the basketball now, 5:48 to play in the game, 73-48. York High up by 24. McGill trying to find somewhere to go, can't do it. Underneath it is. And a nice pass getting inside to Barrett. Barrett has 4 points. Got a foul called out front. Looks like it might be against McGill. As I'll say, no, it's Barrett. Barrett picks up foul number 3 for the Polar Bears. And back at the line now is Clovis Gallen, who misses his first shot. Gallen, as we said, normally a very good free throw shooter. 18 on the season. 82% on the season, rather. He'll get a second shot here. He has 18 in the game. Trying for 18, can't get it. He has 17 points. So Gallen turned away twice there. Quickly Northern back on the other end. They have to score in a hurry. Oh, Nate McGill with it. Gave a good head and shoulders fake and faked out Cortez, who went skying. 5 team fouls against Northern. And for Cortez, that'll be foul number 3. 4 team fouls against the Bearcats. Kept alive by Jordan Heisey. And Heisey buries it. No good on the other end for York High. Pull up, nice block by Gallen. Down the lane. Underneath to Heisey. Heisey will bring it back out and reset it. And a good look outside off the front of the iron. Pulled down by Woodyard. Woodyard straight ahead. There's McLean going in for the scoop. And McLean for 2 more. Here's McGill. Ryan McGill. Good hard head and shoulders fake, goes up. Will get fouled by Woodyard. And for Woodyard, that'll be foul number 1. So heading to the line is Ryan McGill. Ryan McGill, a 65% free throw shooter, has not been there yet tonight. McGill's shot is up and good. Smooth stroke from the 6'4 senior. As McLean thought McLean was coming out of the game there for a moment. McLean has 22 points in the game, 17 thus far for Gallen. And another good shot here by McGill. So McGill now with 6 points on the night. As the press coming. 75-55, still 20-point lead for York High. And the throwaway on the other end, off the hands of Brandon Matunga. One of the few times he's not caught it tonight. Good pass by McLean. 8 turnovers now for the Bearcats, compared to 14 on the other side for Northern. There's McGill again, scoops it, it will not go. York High's got numbers. Up it goes from Gallen, and Gallen scoops it in there with his left hand. Gallen with 19 points. Pulled back by McGill. Going to be off the hands of Minter, out of bounds. It'll remain with the Polar Bears. 3:40 to go in this one. York High in control by 22. Out it goes. And long look, far quarter. Comes off the hands again of Nate McGill. 17 points tonight for McGill. He's accounted well for himself. Nice rebound by Heisey. Quickly out. Heisey trying to get going on the break. Finds Barrett underneath, and Barrett's going to score. Heisey with kind of an excuse me assist there as he smiles just a little bit. Barrett in for his 6th point of the night. And Heisey will head to the line as Jordan Heisey got the rebound and was hustling down the floor. 6'1", sophomore, 61% shooter will step in there for one more. Or Barrett, rather, excuse me. Barrett will step in one more. 44% shooter for Barrett, as he'll miss it. Forgive me. So Barrett. York High now content to start to slow it down just a little bit. 3 minutes to go. 17-point lead. Hard to the basket. And the foul will be called as Matunga went hard to the front of the iron. The foul against York High, or against Northern rather. Foul's going to be marked up against Eddie Enzer. That'll be his 2nd foul of the night. First shot is up and good from Matunga, who's had a very solid game tonight. 13 points in this one. 4 guys in double figures right now for the Bearcats. Matunga's 2nd one is up. That's also good. Matunga with 14 points. 19 for Gallen. 20 officially now for McLean. And 14 for Matunga, as we said, and for number 5, Minter, 12 points. Stolen away by the Bearcats. 2:31 to go now in this one. Pull up, and there is number 5 again, Edward Minter, who's now got 14 points. Pull up, over the top, little left-handed hook, will not go. And it'll be Northern ball. Both these teams heading on to states, as we said. Both have had outstanding seasons, great rewards. Good inside move. Nice job by Ryan McGill. And McGill now with 8 points. Cuts the lead back to 19, 2:04 to go. McLean. And McLean finds a way to bull his way through there again. And McLean now with 22 points. Pull up, baseline. What a sweet stroke again. This time off the hands of Nate McGill. And Nate McGill with 19 points now for the Polar Bears. 1:39 to go. 19-point lead for the Bearcats. Gallen has it now. And a lot of contact there. You got to call something, right? Looked like it might have been a player control foul. As 2 players planted right there. And give credit to Michael Ginder, who took that one for the team, and he's feeling a little bit right now. The ball belongs to Northern. 1:30 to go in this one. 83-64, York High leads it. I want to thank all of you for joining us tonight here on our stream of this. Thank Invicta, Chad Edwards, and the great crew for doing a wonderful job on this tonight as well. So Northern getting ready now to go to the playoffs. Well, they'll face the second place finisher of District 4 or the second place finisher of District 11. By Lightoff will not go. York High comes barreling out with it, 1:13 to go, double team Northern. Pull up. Bank is open. As the shot is knocked down by Armon White, who just got into the game and buries the bank shot. And they're saying out here on Penn Park, you got to call that one, but not inside the gym here. That got the crowd into the game here. York High stretches its lead out to 86-64 with just under a minute to play. For York High, they now head on to meet the third place finisher of District 7. And Coach Kyle McGill giving his chance for his players to get a little curtain call coming off the floor. They've had an outstanding season. And the shot up and good by Ryan McGill, who has 9 points now, looking to get into double figures now. His brother leading all scorers for Northern tonight with 19, Nate. And a second shot up and good for McGill. So he has 10 points. And he'll come off to a nice ovation from the fans here for Northern tonight. 20-point lead here for the York High Bearcats, 59.6 seconds to play. A lot of new uniforms on the floor here. Marquise Hill handles it. And it'll be a turnover. That is only the 9th turnover tonight for the Bearcats. As you said before, 14 for Northern. So Northern gets the ball back here. New uniforms on the floor, trying to see if they can't find a little score right here. It's Lightoff. Lightoff has it blocked. Lightoff again gets it up. That's not going to go. Another rebound. Lightoff one more time. Three is not a charm. How about one more time? And finally, getting it down there is Cameron Kearns. Kearns with a deuce. So York High now is going to be content to just kind of dribble it out. They're not going to take any more shots. And for Northern, they're going to just watch it out here as 86-68. York High is going to win this one. Both teams going on to states. Leading scorers tonight, 22 for McLean. He led all scorers. 19 for Gallen. On the other side, 19 this evening for Nate McGill, 10 for Ryan McGill, and that'll be it. York High wins it 86-68. We thank you so much for joining us this evening here on Invicta, and good luck to both these teams as they head now to the state playoffs. You've been watching this all on Invicta.